Hello and welcome back to Sports Decoded. The match we are analysing today was the quarter-final clash between Belgium and Italy. We will also be looking at how Roberto Mancini has developed this Italian team into being one of the best teams of the tournament. But before that, you guys know the drill. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and do leave a comment as well. Let's get into it. Starting with the formations, we look at Belgium first. Belgium lined up as 3-4-3. They were up against the Italian team who set up as 4-3-3 normally. And this is where the match got fascinating as it was a battle between two different setups. Roberto Martinez loves this formation and has used it throughout the tournament. The only change in this match was that Doku came in for the injured Eden Hazard. For Italy, Chiellini came in the starting lineup and Federico Chiesa stepped in for Berardi. So it was a 4-3-3 up against a 3-4-3. What were the major threats posed by this Belgian team? It was their attacking wingbacks. Thomas Meunier and Thorgan Hazard have been their most creative outlet in this tournament, and it was imperative for Italy to stop them from getting space on either wings. They did this by double teaming them. It was Spinazzola and the winger Insigne who were up against Meunier on the left hand side. And if for some reason Insigne was caught high up the pitch, then it was Verratti who dropped immediately into the space to stop Meunier from getting the space and time on the ball and stop his crosses for Lukaku. What was the other threat Mancini was wary of in this game? Spinazzola is one of the most attacking fullbacks of this competition, and more often than not he stays extremely high up the pitch, so that means there's plenty of space left behind the left back for the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Romelu Lukaku to exploit. This is the area where Belgium got most of their counter-attacks in the first half. If De Bruyne stepped into that space, then it was Jorginho's responsibility to stay with him. If both De Bruyne and Jorginho were high up the pitch, then it was Lukaku who popped into these spaces. And he was up against Chiellini, who had to push Lukaku wide and make sure that he didn't cut inside from there to take a shot away. This is where the Italians were in their element in this match. Mancini knew that the team was up against a back five of Belgium, and he had to make sure that the back five of Belgium stayed deep into their own half and actually form a five, so that they have enough space in the midfield to pop the ball around easily. How did they do it? They pushed Spinazzola high up the pitch on the left hand side, pushing Meunier backwards, and it was Chiesa on the other side holding width and had Thorgan Hazard tracking him back. This gave Insigne enough space in the pockets to pick up the ball and drive at defenders or take shots away from distance. Another advantage of pushing the Belgian defenders back was that they would outnumber them in the midfield and can move the ball easily. Verratti came into the left channel to form triangles with Spinazzola and Insigne. Ciro Immobile would be the main man forward, occupying the centre backs. Barella would run into spaces whenever possible. Jorginho would be there and thereabout, making sure that he was on De Bruyne to stop any potential Belgian counter-attacks. Chiellini, Bonucci and Di Lorenzo would make three centre-backs in build-up play. The right-back Di Lorenzo wouldn't try to overlap Chiesa on the right wing, rather he'd stay back and stay in this block of four to stop potential counter-attacks for Belgium. Verratti, Insigne and Spinazzola would form some beautiful combination play on the left hand side and caused all sorts of issues for the Belgium defence. The main aim was to drag the centre back towards them and create space for Immobile to run into. If the centre back chose not to be dragged, then Insigne had time and space to take a shot away, and this is how the second goal came about. Another strategy was to exploit the space between the wing back and the centre back on either side. It was for Insigne to run into the space, or Verratti on the left hand side, or for Barella to pop into these spaces on the right hand side, or even Immobile to do the same. This is how the first goal came about. Barella found himself in the space and took a powerful shot away, and Courtois had no answers to that. In a nutshell, Roberto Mancini outplayed his counterpart Roberto Martinez in this game, and Belgium are out of this competition. Italy progressed to the semi-final of Euro 2020 and they face Luis Enrique's Spanish team. If you like today's video, then please like, share and subscribe. Also stay tuned for future videos as we get into the business end of the Euros. Thank you so much and bye-bye.